biological assets. No? Okay. For inventories, no, for chapter 7, no, we will define what is an inventory and identify the timing of its recognition, differentiate periodic versus perpetual inventory, measurement of inventories applied across formulas, and account for inventory write-down and reversal thereof. Ayun po ang ayun po ang sabi ko. Ayun siya po. Nag- nag- siya. Inventories, no? Inventories are record when they meet the definition of inventory and qualify for assets such as when the legal title is obtained by the buyer from the seller. Legal title normally passes when possession over the good is transferred. However, there may be cases where the transfer of control ownership do not coincide with the transfer of physical possession. Take note FOB shipping point versus FOB destination. For FOB shipping point, sometimes they call this FOB seller, and then FOB destination, sometimes they call this FOB buyer. For FOB shipping point, ownership of the goods is transferred upon shipment. Therefore, the goods in transit form part of the buyer's inventory. While under FOB destination, ownership over the goods is transferred only when the goods are received by the buyer. Therefore, the goods still in transit still form part of the seller, like still in transit. While under FOB shipping point, even though it's still in transit, this is already part of the buyer's inventories. And then consigned goods are included in the inventory consignment. The consignee record the consigned goods received through a memorandum entry. Freight and other incidental costs of transferring consigned goods to the consignee form part of the consigned goods, no? While the repair costs for damages during shipment, storage, and other maintenance are outright expense and charged to expense, no? Inventory held and sold under financing agreement. If the inventories sold under financing agreement, the ownership is not transferred when the inventory used as a collateral. We only disclose the we only disclose or prepare a notes to financial statement pertaining to the inventory para siyang receivable, no, sa pledging, where the inventory remains in the borrower. Sa financing agreement, what we only record is the payable, no? What we only record is the payable or the liability. Okay. Retention of legal title under installment. Actually, wala na po yung installment sales accounting where dito po, no, kahit na hindi pa siya fully paid under installment, the goods were already transferred and then record na po, magre-record na po tayo ng revenue, no, magre-record na po tayo ng revenue, no. A seller is not precluded from transferring ownership over an inventory sold in an installment where possession is transferred to the customer, but the seller retains legal title solely to protect collectibility of the amount consideration. In such case, under installment sales, the inventory is excluded from the seller's inventory and included in the buyer's inventory. No? Bills and hold arrangement. Under bill and hold arrangement, kahit na hindi pa po na transfer, since under bill and hold, magre-record na po tayo dito ng sales. And then sa port na buyer, kahit hindi pa na-deliver sa kanya, magre-record na po siya ng inventory. Because under bill and hold, si buyer nag-request kay seller na hindi mo na i-deliver, pero may agreement na hindi na ibebenta sa iba yan, no? Hindi na ibebenta sa iba yan, sa kanya na po yan, no? Kaya under bid and hold, even though the goods were not yet transferred, we record the sales. Even though the goods were not yet received, we record the inventory, no? Bill and hold arrangement is a contract of sales under which the seller bills the buyer for the goods sold, but the seller retains physical possession until the goods are transferred to the buyer at future date. Under bill and hold, the goods sold under a bill and hold are excluded from the seller's inventory and included in the buyer's inventory at the time of sales. When title passes to the buyer and accept billings provided. And then these are the conditions for bill and hold. The reason for the bill and hold must be substantive. Meaning to say, pag sinabing substantive, request by the buyer. This is the arrangement request by the buyer. The product must be identified. And therefore, if the product is identified, this must be separated, no? Separately belonging to the buyer. And the product is currently must be ready for physical transfer to the buyer, and the seller does not have any ability to use the goods, direct them to another customer. While sa layaway sales, no? Kasi sa layaway sales, no? This is a type of sales which goods deliver only when the buyer makes the final payment. Kaya under sa layaway sales, no? Hindi mo na i-deliver pag hindi pa siya final payment. Kaya therefore, yung inventory is sa libro pa rin ni seller. Kasi yung good nasa kay seller pa rin. I-deliver lang kay buyer pag full payment na po siya. The goods sold under layaway sales are included in the seller's inventory until the goods are delivered to the buyer. Delivery is made after the final installment payment is paid. However, when the significant payments have already been made, the goods may be included in the buyer inventory provided that delivery is probable. No? Kung yung significant, if the payment is already significant. And then for FS presentation, one line item lang po yung inventory sa balance sheet, and then i-disclose po natin yung breakdown ng finished goods, work in process, and raw materials. And then inventory system, we have periodic and perpetual. Under perpetual, all transaction involving acquisition, purchase, Incurrence of plate in, sales, and sales return are recorded in the inventory account, real account. While under periodic, we use purchases, purchase return, plate in account, therefore nominal account. Cost of goods sold is determined only after physical count is performed. Kaya sa perpetual, we use permanent or real account, while in periodic, we use nominal or temporary. For permanent and real, perpetual, we use inventory account. For periodic, nominal, we use purchases account. Under periodic, cost of sales is determined using the following formula: beginning inventory plus net purchases is equal to total goods available for sales minus ending inventory per physical count is equal to cost of goods sold. And then direct relationship for the errors, pag ang ending inventory, okay, is understated din yung net income. If the ending inventory is overstated, the net income is overstated. Inventory errors is direct relationship sa net income. And then how do we measure the inventory? Initial measurement is at cost. For the subsequent measurement, inventory is equal to cost versus NRV, whichever is lower. The cost of inventory comprises all cost of purchase, cost of conversion, and other costs incurred in bringing the inventory to their present location and condition. And then if I said net realizable value, this is the estimated selling price in the ordinary course of business, less estimated costs of complete and estimated cost to sale. Ay, wait lang, may tanong pala ako, no? Nagbigay na ba ng schedule ng quiz? Nagbigay na ba?
Sir, sabi po sa amin kagabi, depende daw po sa professor.
Depende. Sige, tatanong ko na lang kay, kay sir, ano? Paano depende? Hindi ko kasi na-gets.
Depende daw po sa time ng professor kung kailan daw po sila magbibigay. Basta ang minimum daw po is 4 quizzes ngayong semester.
4 quizzes? For midterm?
For ano po, buong semester na po.
Sige. Anyway.
Daddy, konting late si Mami kasi may bisita eh.
Oh, you can open this one if you want to open. Wait lang ha, kids. This one.
Lagot si Mami sa akin, hindi niya promise.
Okay.
Basta.
Okay. The cost of inventory comprise of purchase, cost of conversion, and other costs incurred in bringing the inventories to their present location and condition. And then net realizable value is the estimated selling price in the ordinary course of business, less estimated cost of completion and estimated costs necessary to make the sale. And then costs that are expense when incurred, no? Okay, yung mga ito po is automatically outright expense. Okay, outright expense po yan, no?
Nasa pakfor. Lagi siya namin at si mama.
Mm-mm.
Ate, hindi naman siya correct. Ano ka ba? Hindi ko listen to music. Kaya naman siya. Ate,
Costs that are expensed when incurred, no?
yes or no?
Abnormal amounts, waste material, labor, and other production costs. And then selling costs, for example, advertising, promotion costs, delivery expense, freight out. And then administrative overhead that do not contribute to bringing inventories to their present location and condition. Ang storage cost is outlet expense, pero pag ang storage cost is related po siya sa work in process, ang storage cost ay capitalized. No? And then gross method, net method, alam na natin yan, trade discount sa cash discount no, doon sa inventories, di ba? Ay, doon sa receivables. And then pag lump sum po yung purchase ng inventories, kailangan natin i-allocate based on their respective relative sales value. And then these are the formulas for cost. No? We have specific identification, first in, first out, and weighted average. For the specific identification, this is not interchangeable. No? Therefore, if the inventory is not interchangeable, okay, you are required to use the specific identification. Specific identification is used for inventories that are not ordinarily interchangeable. No? Examples, inventory that are unique. Cost of sales is the cost of the specific inventory that was sold. Example natin dito yung kotse, no? Specific po yun, no? Diamond ring, no? Watch, these are specific, no? First in, first out, cost of sales is based on cost of inventory that were purchased first. Consequently, the ending inventory represent the cost of the latest purchase. And the weighted average cost of sales is based on the average cost of all inventory purchased during the period. Where under the weighted average, no, you just compute the average. And then write down inventory item by item, whichever is lower. Okay. On the other hand, pag group po siya, similar, pwede po siyang by group. If the cost of the inventory exceed the NRV, the inventory is written down to NRV. And the excess should be charged to cost of sales or other expense depende po sa company policy. No? Kaya yung write down, pwede siyang cost of sales, charge to cost of sales, or charge to other expense depende sa company policy. And then in case pagka-reversal, ang reversal ay hindi lalagpas po kung magkano po yung accumulated write down na nakarecord sa libro. Ayun, no? The amount of the person to be recognized should not exceed the amount of original item previously recognized. The account beginning plus net purchases minus payment is equal to ending accounts payable. Beginning plus net purchases minus cost of goods sold is equal to ending inventory. Okay, apply natin. Ihintayin ko na lang yung schedule ibibigay ni Chair, no? Para dun sa quiz. Pero sa mga ibang subject, hindi pa kayo nakapag-quiz. Nakapag-quiz na kayo?
Wala pa po.
Wala pa, no? Sige, para alam ko lang po. Okay. Okay, good. Goods in transit. Wait lang ha. Okay. Under FOB shipping point, the under FOB shipping point, the buyer is the one who has the responsibility for the freight charges, while under FOB destination, the seller is the one who has the responsibility for the freight charges. And then if I said freight prepaid, paid in advance by the seller, and then if I said freight collect, freight charges paid advance by the buyer. Again, I reiterate, FOB destination, ang may responsibility for the freight charges is the seller. FOB shipping point, ang may responsibility for the freight charges is si buyer. Sa freight prepaid, ang question dito, sino nagbayad in advance? Sa freight prepaid, ang nagbayad in advance si seller, while under freight collect, ang nagbayad in advance is si buyer. On December 28, 2021, Entity A purchases goods worth 100,000 on account. Freight cost amount to 6,000. The seller shipped the goods on December 30, and this was received, okay, shipping na po siya, no? Lumilipad-lipad na siya. And this was received on January 2. Okay, na-receive na January 2. Okay. Under FOB destination, magkano ang inventory natin? December 31, wala pa. Kasi we will record only the inventory on January 2, on the date we receive. The next question is, how much is our net cash payment? Our net cash payment is 100,000 because the pay charges was paid in advance by the seller, and the seller is the one who has the obligation to pay the pay charges. Letter B, FOB shipping point. On December 31, we record the inventory because the goods were already shipped. Sir, why we did not include the pay charges? Because the freight, no, okay, of 6,000 was recorded on January 2. Therefore, as of December, the freight were not yet recorded. On January 2, the inventory is 102, included the freight charges. How much is our net cash payment? The 100,000, because we are the one who paid in advance for the freight charges. And then under FOB destination, none on December 31 because we will record only the goods on January 2 on the date of receipt. Under FOB destination, ang may responsibility for the freight charges is si seller, but we paid in advance, and therefore babawasan natin yung bayad natin, no? Okay, kaya 100 minus freight charges kasi nagbayad tayo in advance, no? 94,000. While under FOB shipping point, no, we record the inventory at cost, no? At cost. And then this was paid by the seller in advance, no? Therefore, we capitalize the inventory, no? The freight charges. And then we need to pay 106 because we need to pay the seller. No? We are the one who should pay the 6,000, and this was paid in advance by the seller, and therefore we need to pay the seller the 6,000 peso. Total of 106. Consigned goods. Okay. Goods out on consignment. This should be included in the inventory of the consignor. While goods held on consignment, this should not be included inventory of the consignee because again the goods is belong or owned by the consignor. Paid out on consignment is part of the cost of the inventory, while paid out to seller is outright expense. Therefore, paid out on consignment, if the goods were sold, the paid out is charged to cost of goods sold. If the goods not sold, the paid out on consignment is part of the cost of the inventory. Red company, physical count. Again, hindi porket nakita sa physical count, kanya na yun. Kasi baka may item dyan, may physical count nga, pero hindi naman dapat sa kanya. Therefore, dapat natin tanggalin. Or nag-physical count, hindi na isama sa bilang, therefore isama natin sa bilang. Red company physical count of inventory on December 31 shows a balance of 180,000 before the adjustment for the following. Okay. The count includes inventory amounting to 30 received from XYZ under consignment. This is goods held on consignment. This was included in the inventory, but we are not the owner of the 30,000. Therefore, we need to deduct. The plate cost of the inventory per in A above 1,000. Red paid for this cost and recorded to receivable. Correct, no? This must be recorded to the receivable because this is a reimbursable, no? Reimbursable expenses. The inventory count does not include inventory costing 18,000, goods out on consignment, and one half of these were sold to third parties. The goods out on consignment should be included in the physical count, but based on the data, one half are already sold, therefore the remaining balance is only one half, and that is 9,000. Because the remaining 9,000 is charged to cost of sales. The same for the plate charges. One half is charged to cost of goods sold and one half charged to ending inventory. Adjusted balance of inventory is 160,000. Next, for this type of question, no, your strategy is this way. You will have a trick question. It depends on the perspective type. You need to check if you are the buyer or the seller. No, you need to check if you are the buyer or the seller. No, for the point of view of the buyer, the question is there if is there a valid purchase? No, that is the first question. Is there a valid purchase? Next muna. Wait lang. Nangyari. Hindi naman ako nagsisave. Again. Is there any valid purchase? Question. If there is a valid purchase, this must be recorded in the purchase book. Where debit purchases and credit accounts payable. If there is a valid purchase, the next question is the inventory were excluded from the physical count? No? Okay. If yes, the company should record debit cost of sales and then credit inventory. Again, if there is a valid purchase, the the accounts payable should be recorded in the books. If there is a valid purchase, the cost of sales should be recorded. Therefore, for this type of question, talagang tsatsagain mo talaga siya. One by one talaga. You need to analyze carefully. And then, pag sa perspective naman ni um, seller, one, is there a valid sales? Two, nakapag-record ka sa sales book. And three, ay sorry no, wrong question. Include, not, ay sorry no, this is wrong question. Include. It include debit inventory, sorry, na overlook, and credit cost of sales. And then exclude from the inventory. See if it's a valid sales, no? Debit AR, and then credit sales, and then dapat debit cost of sales, and then credit inventory. Yeah, again, no? Take note for the questions, depende sa perspective. May valid purchase, nakapag-record sa purchase book na isama ba sa inventory. Sales, may valid sales na isama ba sa sales book, tinanggal ba sa inventory. Okay, that's the answer. This kind of questions. We have inventory of 500,000 for physical count and accounts payable of 120,000. Okay, game. Letter A, no? Question, compute the adjusted balance. Not included in the physical count. Hindi niya sinama sa physical count. Is a shipment of inventory to a customer on December 30, 2021, costing 60,000. The shipping terms is FOB destination. The customer received the shipment on January 3. Okay. Nasa perspective tayo ni seller. 1. As of December 31, may valid sales ba? Wala. Nag-record ba sa sales book? Walang binanggit. Kaya nga hindi tinatanong ang accounts receivable or sales. No? Tinanggal ba sa inventory? Yes. Tama ba itinanggal sa inventory? No. Walang valid sales. Can we prepare adjusting entry for letter A with debit inventory and credit cost of sales? Letter B, included in the physical count and accounts payable. Inventory costing 80,000 purchased from a supplier under FOB destination. This is indicated in the count sheet in transit. Nasa perspective tayo ni buyer. 1. May valid purchase ba? 2. Naisama ba sa purchase book? 3. Naisama ba sa inventory? Wala tayong valid purchase kasi FOB destination is still in transit. Sinama niya sa accounts payable, overstated ang accounts payable. We debit accounts payable and credit purchases. Sinama niya sa physical count, therefore overstated ang inventory. We debit cost of sales and credit inventory. And then, for letter C, not reflected in the records is inventory worth 50,000 purchased on December 31 under FOB shipping point. The supplier shipped the goods on that date. E. Company received the goods on January 2, 20x2. No? Okay. May valid purchase? Yes. Nai-record ba sa purchase book? Hindi. Therefore, we need to adjust. Naisama ba sa inventory? Hindi. Therefore, dapat natin i-adjust. Okay? Remember that. Mhm. And then wait. Mhm.
What was such? Such? Church.
Excluded from the count costings 30, ordered by a customer on December 31, with terms at OB shipping point, the inventory, ship, and customer bill on January. Um, Shipping point, seller tayo dito, no? Kaya lang, hindi pa tayo pwede mag-record ng sales kasi kailan siya shinip? January 2. May valid sales ba? Wala. Walang binanggit sa sales book. Tinanggal ba sa inventory? Tinanggal. Tama ba tinanggal? Hindi. Kaya binalik natin sa inventory. Debit inventory, credit cost of sales, 30,000. Adjusted balance, we have 560 and 90,000. Okay. Please try to answer number 4 and then chat box, please. Please try to answer number 4. Okay? Try lang po. Please try to answer number 4. Chat box po, please.
You ba yung husband or
Minsan po ang ating contact.
memorize? Sinakatan ko sa akin. Chicken. Alam mo ba? Daw o ba yung rooster?
Sagot po, please.
Baka minsan, hindi pa ako nagkakaroon ng rooster. Ano ba na? Hindi pa. Isa lang, kasi rooster. Isang O? O-in. R-O-in. It is spelling rooster. R-O-in. Ano? R-O-A-S-T-E-Neutral.
Okay. Di ba wala na sumagot, no? Ah, okay, may sumagot ng tatlo. Ano connect. Okay. Compute the balance of inventory. Inventory display per on display shelves per physical count 100, yes. Inventory stock in warehouse per physical count, yes. Inventory sold under bill and hold arrangement. Ang ginawa niya, sinama niya sa 250, tatanggalin natin. Kasi di ba under bill and hold, record na tayo ng sales. D, inventory purchase on installment. Physical possession was obtained but the seller retained the legal title to protect the collectability of the purchase price not included in the physical count. Di ba under installment, magre-record na tayo ng inventory. Inventory pledge as collateral for security but not included. Di ba sa pledge, disclosure lang yung inventory, atin pa rin yung inventory. And then inventory purchase under layaway sales. Physical possession is not yet obtained until full payment. Yes, hindi pa siya kasama kasi hindi pa siya full payment. And then inventory sold but main company is obligated to purchase, is obligated to purchase. Ang treatment lang sa kanya is nagpautang, no? Therefore, sa point of view ni seller, wala pang sales sa kanya yung inventory. Answer, 430,000. Next, difference between periodic versus perpetual. Let us prepare the journal entries. And then whether periodic, perpetual, the balance of the inventory and cost of goods sold is the same. Letter A, we purchase of inventory account for 450 under perpetual. We debit inventory 450, we credit account payable 450. Under periodic, we debit purchases 450 and credit accounts payable 450. Sabi nga natin, under perpetual, we use the permanent or real account. Pero sa periodic, we use nominal or temporary account. No? For letter B, rate cost paid on purchase 25,000. Under perpetual, we debit inventory and credit cash. And for under periodic, we debit trade-in and credit cash 25,000. Letter C, damaged goods returned by supplier 10,000. Under perpetual, debit accounts payable and credit inventory, while under periodic, debit accounts payable and credit purchase returned. Letter D, sales and cost of sales. Under perpetual, debit AR and credit cost of goods sold. Debit AR, credit sales, debit cost of goods sold, and credit inventory. 800,000, 380,000. While under periodic with debit AR or credit sales, no? Yung cost of sales natin nakapending pa po. Magre-record lang tayo ng cost of goods sold pag nagka-physical count na po. And then may sales return. Ang sales price 9,000, ang cost is 4,275. Debit sales return and credit AR, debit inventory and credit cost of goods sold. While under periodic, debit sales and credit accounts receivable. Under perpetual, sales minus sales return, net sales. Cost of sales 380 minus 4275, 375.75. Sales minus cost of sales is equal to gross profit 415,275. And then periodic, sales minus sales return, net sales. Cost of sales, beginning inventory plus net purchases, and then minus ending inventory is equal to cost of sales. Sales minus cost of sales plus profit. Okay, please try to answer number 6. Bigyan ko kayo ng 5 minutes. Nagtitim ba? Ito, paano wala? Ano wala? Ayan. Number 6, please, chat box. Number 6, chat box, please.
Kasi ayan all of E. Ate, kung pumili, pinag-iwan. Paano ni siya? May sagot na eh, so wala. Wala. Unhappy to receive us.
Okay. Target natin, no, inventory, estimation, tas agricultural. Tatlong chapters for today. Tas next meeting, PPE na tayo. Okay. 102. Siyempre, naka-minus ang trade discount. Automatic yan. Pag minus, ang tawag dyan is invoice price. Non-refundable, yes, kinasama siya. Trade in, commission, advertising, hindi, no? Answer 102. Advertising is expense. Tapos, balikan lang natin yung gross method sa net method sa perspective ni buyer. No? On January 1, 20X1, no? Entity A purchase inventory with a list price of 200,000 on account under credit terms of 20%, 10%, 5 over 10, and over 25. Entity pay half and the remaining pay on January 31. Therefore, yung January 10, pasok siya within the discount period. Pag nagbayad within 10 days, may 5% discount, no? Pag nagbayad beyond 10 days, walang 5% discount, no? Okay, let us prepare the journal entry. Gross method versus net method. Under gross, the 144,000 is equal to invoice price for 200,000 times 80% times 90%. Debit purchases and credit accounts payable 144. While under net method, net of cash discount, 200,000 times 80% times 90% times 95%. Debit purchases and credit accounts payable 136,800. Under gross method, no, half were paid, okay, and entitled to 5% discount. Debit accounts payable 72,000. Credit purchase discount 36, and credit cash 68,400. While under net method, debit accounts payable and credit cash, 68,400. And then the remaining of 72 beyond the discount, therefore no discount, debit AP and credit cash 72. Since beyond discount, the AP was recorded at net, the payment is full, we will have a purchase discount loss. Okay? Kaya mas mataas ang cost of goods sold ng gross method kaysa net method pag beyond the discount period. Pero pag within the discount period, parehas lang yung sagot ng cost of goods sold. No? Pero ang effect ng net effect sa income statement or net income, same lang naman po. It is a matter of presentation kasi sa gross, nakapasok na sa cost of goods sold while sa net, nakapasok sa cost of goods sold and other expense. No? Same effect lang po. Net effect sa income statement, it is a matter of presentation. And then cost formulas sa periodic, whether perpetual or periodic, basta typo, same answer lang po yung ending inventory and cost of goods sold. No? Sa typo, no? Whether periodic or perpetual, same lang po yung cost of goods sold and ending inventory. Pero sa weighted average periodic, no, magkukumpute tayo ng average cost. While sa moving average, nagbabago po ang unit cost every time na may purchases. And then in case na-encounter nyo sa problem na may return, ang advice ko, ineto nyo na yung return. Ang advice ko, ineto nyo na yung return. No? Net sales, net purchases na lang po. Okay, under periodic, no? 3,000, 10,2, 2,250, 2,7, 7,2. May natitira pang 5,550. First in, first out. Therefore, ang matitira dyan is yung latest. And then, ano ba yung latest? Ito. And then, ito. Kaya, ending inventory is 117,300. Total goods available for sales minus ending inventory is equal to cost of goods sold. And perpetual, same lang naman po, whether periodic or perpetual. Tapos, sa weighted average, kailangan nyo mag-compute ng average cost. Yung ending inventory multiplied by the average cost is equal to ending inventory at cost. Yung number of units sold, no, times 20.99, yun po yung cost of goods sold. And then sa perpetual, no, every time na may purchase, nagbabago po yung unit cost. And then, sige, pakita ko po ito yung ano, no? Pakita ko lang. Yung sa akin. Pakita ko lang. Ayun. Yes, pakita ko. Pwede natin. para mas kita. Yan, ginawa dito na illustration. This one. Ayan. Ito, this ayan, game, no? Yan pa rin. Mayroon. Ayan. Antay natin lumabas yun. Hello? Ang hangin ako. Ang hangin ata. Hello? Dinig ako. Ayan. Okay. Basta in case there is a return, ang advice ko sa inyo, ineto nyo na sa hypo, whether periodic or perpetual, yung answer natin is the same lang po, no? Yung answer natin is the same lang po. Okay, hypo, perpetual, may 1,000, may 2,000. January 15, binenta yung 1,800. Ang unang matatanggal yung luma, kulang pa ng 800, kukunin dun sa January 10. No? Kaya ang cost of goods sold is 22, 10 plus 12. May natitira pang 1,200. We purchased on January 20, therefore number of units is 17, and the total cost of the 17 is 30,500. No? Total goods available for sales, that is 10,000 plus 42,500 minus ending inventory is equal to cost of sales. Under periodic, no, we know that the remaining units is 17, and then under first in first out, the remaining should be the new cost, 500. And then, kulang pa ng 1,200, kukunin natin sa January 10. 1,200 times 15, 500 times 25, and the inventory, 30,500. The total goods available for sale is 52,500. Minus ending inventory, cost of sales is 22,000. Under moving average, no? We have beginning times 10, 10,000. You purchase 2,000 times 15, 30,000. We learn if there is a purchase, the unit cost, we need to compute the new unit cost. For 40,000 divided by 3,000, 13.33. On January 15, 1,800 were sold. 1,800 times 13.33 is the cost of sales, 24. 3,000 minus 1,812. On January 20, you purchase number of units on hand is 17. And we learn every time there is a purchase, you need to compute the new cost. And the new cost is 28,500 divide 17, that is 16.76. Total goods available for sales of 52,500 minus ending inventory of 28,500. The cost of goods sold is 24,000. While under weighted average periodic, what you need to do is to compute the average unit cost. Tigas peso divide Tigas units. That is 52,500 divide 3,500. Um, Average unit cost is 15. Ending inventory in units is 17. 17 times 15. Ending inventory is 25,500. Total goods available for sale, 52,500 minus ending inventory of 25,500. Our cost of sales is 27,000. Measurement of inventory cost versus NRV, whichever is lower. Remember this, no? Yung raw materials, partner po niya yung finished goods. Pag mababa po ang cost ng finished goods, automatically yung raw materials is at cost regardless of the amount. Pag mababa ang NRB ng finished goods, apply mo yung cost versus NRB, whichever is lower. Pag ang finished goods, ang mababa is cost, automatically ang raw materials is at cost. The replacement cost. Kung ang finished good, mababa ang NRB, yung raw material, apply mo yung cost versus NRB, whichever is lower. Yung pag-apply natin ng subsequent measurement, pwede siyang by individual or by group. Yung differences between cost versus NRB, either charge to sales, cost of sales, or other expenses. Cost 100 plus 12. Cost 250 plus 30. Cost 300 plus 36. NRB, selling minus selling expense. Selling minus selling expense. Selling minus selling expense. You just compare whichever is lower. 112 versus 119. 280 versus 225. 336 versus 558. The total inventory is 112 plus 225 plus 336. And then for the write down for inventory, product P for 280 minus 225, there is a write down. 155. Ito naman in plain text 1, 600 ang cost, 400, therefore meron tayong allowance na 200. Tapos in plain text 2, 650, lower 650, Therefore, wala tayong allowance. Meaning, nagkaroon ng recovery ng 200. Reversal, debit. Okay, debit allowance and credit reversal. Okay, that's it for chapter 7. Okay, and next is chapter 8. Kain muna tayo, no? 7:25. Kain tayo 15 minutes. Okay. Balik kayo ng 7:40. Okay, balik kayo ng 7:40. Okay, next is estimation of inventory. Next topic is estimation of inventory. Okay, balik ka 7:40. Kain mo na. start the time. 2 minutes pa. Okay, no? Nakain na kayo. Okay, for inventory estimation, no? We have gross profit method and then retail inventory method, no? For gross profit method, gross profit rate is based on sales, gross profit rate based on cost. For retail inventory method, we have average cost method, first in, first out method, and then conventional. For gross profit method, no? For the gross profit rate, check if the gross profit rate is based on sales or based on cost. If the problem is silent, the gross profit rate is based on sales. No? The gross profit rate is based on sales. If the problem is silent. Gross profit rate based on sales, gross profit divided by net sales, 20%. Gross profit rate based on cost, 200 divide um, 825. No? Gross profit rate based on sales is computed by dividing the gross profit by net sales. Gross profit rate based on cost is computed by dividing gross profit by the cost of goods sold. Gross profit rate based on net sales, the cost ratio is 100 minus 25%, while under gross profit rate based on cost, the cost ratio is 100 divide 125%. No? Okay, 100 divide 125%. The retail inventory method, here we need to compute the cost ratio directly without regard to the gross profit rate, unlike gross profit method. Net markup, net markdown, you need to consider. And then definition, pag 200 naging 250, markup naging 240, markup cancellation naging 150, markdown naging 180, markup, markdown cancellation. Again, no, if the original selling price is 200, naging 250, markup, naging 240, markup cancellation, naging 150, markdown, naging 180, markdown cancellation. And then for the retail method, what you need to do is to compute the cost ratio where tigas divided by tigas, no? And then pag first in, first out, less the beginning inventory. If the problem is silent, we use the average method. Okay, again, no, reiterate. Inventory estimation. These are the approaches in estimating the value of inventory. Gross profit method, retail inventory method. Gross profit method based on the entity past experience. The average gross profit rate may be used to estimate the cost of goods sold as well as the ending inventory to be reported in the interim financial statement. Determining the gross profit rate, aside from the basic gross profit rate based on cost based on sales, the following methods can be used for determining gross profit rate. Look for possible trends. Example, 20, 22, malamang 24, 26. If the problem estimates that average gross profit rate, therefore from the average gross profit rate year 1, year 2, year 3 divided by the number of years. On the other hand, if the problem estimates that the overall gross profit ratio for the past years, no? Gross profit year 1, year 2, year 2, year 3 divided by sales 1, sales 2, and sales 3. If the problem is silent, use the number 3. Again, for the gross profit, check if based on sales or based on cost. For estimation, ignore yung sales allowance and sales discount because wala siyang actual inventory. And then in case there is an employee discount and then normal spoilage or normal shortage, the employee discount and the normal shortage is treated like a sales, no? Treated like a sales. And then how to compute the inventory shortage or inventory loss? Estimated ending inventory less a physical inventory taken at year end minus salvage value or scrap values minus damaged goods at NRB in case may damage at NRB and damage at cost in transit minus kasi hindi pa siya nasira, inventory out minus, and then inventory not in the warehouse minus is equal to inventory loss. Basta remember pag damage at NRB pero pag not damage at cost para makuha natin yung inventory loss. And then for the retail inventory method, the retail method is simply a pragmatic way of determining cost by stating with the selling price and deducting a suitable estimate of the profit margin. The ratio exploited using this method is not the gross profit ratio, but the but the cost ratio. Methods in computing cost ratio, we have conservative average first in first out. If the problem is silent, average. For first in first out minus the do not include the beginning inventory. For average, we consider all. For the conservative, do not include the net markdown. Summary of items to be added deducted to cost and retail column. At cost only, trade in, purchase allowance, purchase discount. Retail only, markup cancellation, markdown cancellation. Cost and retail, beginning, purchase return, departmental transfer in, departmental transfer out, and then abnormal loss. Yan natin. Next meeting, we will discuss PPE. No? Bali, nakakasunod na tayo sa timeline. No? Timeline. Okay. An entity had net sales of 600,000 and cost of sales of 400,000. What are the gross profit rate based on sales and based on cost? 600 minus 400 is 200. Based on sales, 200 divided by 600. Based on cost, 200 divided by 400. If the gross profit rate is based on sales, what is the gross profit rate based on cost? 40 divided by 60, 66.67%. If the markup is based on cost, what is the markup based on sales? 50 divided 150, 33 and 1/3%. If the gross profit rate is based on cost, 42.86, what is the cost ratio? 100 divided 142.86, 70%. Next, gross profit method. Again, ignore sales discount, sales allowance, no? But for purchase discount, purchase return, you need to consider. On November 29, 20X1, Mitchell struck the warehouse of Unlucky Company and destroyed the inventory contained therein. The following information was determined. We have beginning inventory, accounts payable, um, Beginning accounts payable and no payment, purchase return, purchase discount, paid in, sales return, sales discount, and then um, gross profit rate. No? Gross profit rate. Based on the problem, the gross profit rate is based on sales, no? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, if the problem is silent, the gross profit rate is um, based on sales, no? If the problem is silent, the gross profit rate is based on sales. Okay. We have beginning 80, 30, ending AP 60. Payment is for 80. Purchase return, purchase discount. Nakaneto na siya dito. Net of purchases. Kaya ang gross purchase is 517 minus return and discount 7. Our net purchases is 510. Beginning inventory plus net purchases plus rating and then gross profit rate is 25%. Therefore, cost ratio is 75% of 585 minus 15. Cost of goods sold is put 127,500. The estimated ending inventory is 167,500 minus goods in transit minus consigned goods minus damaged at salvage value, and the answer inventory loss is 105. Answer inventory loss is 105. Assuming the gross profit rate is based on costs. On December 1, 20x1, aliens invaded Earth and destroyed the warehouse of Unlucky 2 company. The following information was determined. Beginning inventory 80,000, Gross purchases 517,000. Trade in 5,000. Purchase return 3,000. Purchase discount 4,000. Sales from January to November 585. Sales return 15. Sales discount 117. Gross profit rate based on cost 33 and 1/3%. 20% of the inventory contained in the warehouse has been saved from the destruction and damage. And then, while half of the partially damaged and the alien agree that the partially damaged goods at 30% of cost is this offering. Okay, beginning inventory, purchases, paid in, purchase return, purchase discount. Estimated cost of goods sold is based on the cost. I'm sorry, gross profit rate is based on cost. Kaya we have 100, 33 and 1/3, meaning ang sales ratio is 1,333. Kaya we have 585 minus 15 divide 133. The estimated cost of goods sold is 427,500. Estimated ending inventory is 167,500 minus damage, no? And then minus yung na-save mo, minus yung na-damage, and then ang sales value is 30%. Therefore, the inventory loss is 108,875. And then for the retail inventory method, no, the first thing that you need to do is to compute the total goods available for sale. And then saka tayo mag-compute ng cost ratio depende kung anong method. First in average and then conventional. If the problem is silent, we use conventional. No? The invading aliens in the preceding problem put up a department store to sell alien stuff to the alien settlers. The alien accountant determined the following information. Inventory beginning, purchases, waiting, purchase discount, purchase return, departmental transfer, marked up cancellation, markdown cancellation, abnormal spoilage, normal spoilage, sales return, sales allowance, sales discount, employee discount. No? First, we compute the total goods available for sales. Inventory plus net purchases plus departmental transfer in plus net markup minus net markdown minus abnormal. The tigas at cost is 1,350,000. Tigas at retail 1,875,000. We compute the net sales. Sabi nga natin, employee discount, normal spoilage is treated like a sales, no? Kaya we have 400, 1,428,000 minus 56 plus 26, 1,375,000. 1,875 minus 1,375. Ito po is ending inventory at retail. The question is, what is the ending inventory at cost? The question is, what is the ending inventory at cost? Okay, we compute the cost ratio, and then this is the formula. Pag average kasama lahat, 1,250,000 divided by 1,875,000, 72%. Pag first in, first out, tatanggalin mo yung beginning inventory at cost, tatanggalin mo yung inventory at retail. Kaya 1,350,000 minus 300 divide 1,875 minus 375, 70%. And then conventional, you need to add back the net markdown. You have 1,350 divide 1,875 plus 5, 71.81. Okay, kaya cost ratio 72%, 70%, 71.81%. Ending inventory at cost, where ending inventory at retail 500 times 72%, 360. FIFO 350, conventional 359,050. Cost of goods sold, total goods available for sale at cost minus ending inventory 990,000, 1,000,000 and 990,950. Okay, last, agriculture. By the next meeting, we will discuss PPE. Kaya nasabi ko tago 1 hour na. Tatlong chapters for today, tago 1 hour. Hmm. Tapos, diba nag-send ako ng materials, no? Yung binabasa. Ina-expect ko sinasagutan niyo yun, ha? Para meron kayo pinag-practicean sa bahay. No? And then, ako na nanalangin pinag-practicean nyo. Wait lang, gusto ko lang malaman kung bangga kami, no? Nasaan ka sa auditing problem? Nagja-jive pa kami na topic. Nasaan kayo sa auditing problem?
Nasa FS pa rin po, sir.
Nasaan?
FS po.
Ano SS?
FS po, Financial Statement Presentation.
Di ba last meeting din kayo?
Opo.
O sige. Kasi, kasi tinitingnan ko kung nagja-jibes kami, no? Dapat kasi di ba parehas, no? Pero at least, pagdating nyo sa auditing, may alam na rin kayo kahit pa paano, no? Pero curious lang ako, paano FS presentation? Ba't ang tagal nyo doon? Yun ba yung mga occurrence? Yun ba yun?
Meron po siyang pinapasagutan, sir, dalawang problem, di pa tapos hanggang ngayon eh.
State problem. Kasi gawin nyo na para matapos na. Okay. Gawin nyo sa bahay. Ha? I-solve nyo para matapos agad kayo. Para sa ganun yung topic natin, no? At least mababangga nyo sa kabila. Kasi anyway, no, pag nakita kami ng teacher nyo, tatanungin ko naman. Okay, chapter 20, no, agriculture. No? Our learning objectives are, number 1, we identify the scope of past 41, differentiate the following: biological asset, agricultural produce, and inventory. Estate the initial and subsequent measurement of biological asset and agricultural produce, and then accounting for government grants that are within the scope of past number 41. Okay, ano ba yung sakop ng past 41? This applies to account for the following when they relate to agriculture activity. Kaya nga, pag sinabi kong past 41, ang sakop po niya is biological asset. Except yung bearer plans, kasi di ba yung bearer plans po is under po siya ng property, plant, and equipment. And then yung agricultural produce hanggang at the point of harvest lang. Kasi after harvest, iba na siya, inventory na po siya or other applicable standard. And then, ang sakop din po ng PAS 41, yung government grant, na related na sa agriculture. Kasi pag ang government grant ay hindi related sa agriculture, PAS number 20 na po yun. Okay. PAS 41 does not apply to the following: land, PES 16 PPE, and PES number 40 investment property. Bearer plans related to agricultural activity kasi PPE yun. However, PAS 41 applies to agricultural use. Yung mango tree is a bearer plant. Tapos yung bunga niya na hindi pa napipitas, biological asset. And then pag pinitas na yon, agricultural produce. Government grant related to bearer plan, okay, is pass number 20 po yun, no? And then intangible asset, pass number 28. Ang pass 41 is applied to agricultural produce at the point of harvest because after the point of harvest, pass number 2, inventory or other applicable standard is applied. Nature of asset, type of asset. Living animal, living plant. Okay, biological asset. However, bearer plants are classified as property, plant, and equipment, pass number 16. Unprocessed harvested product is agricultural produce, while processed harvested product is inventory. Okay, cow is a biological asset. And then, pag tinigok na siya, agricultural produce. Pag process, corn beef, fresh meat, inventory, or ibebenta mismo yung tinigok, inventory. Ang pag-isip.
Moo! 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 Moo!
Okay, ang pag-isip. And then, consumable versus bearer biological asset. The consumable, those that are to be harvested as agricultural produce or sold as biological asset. Example, timber. Bearer, those other than consumable biological asset to trade. PAS 41 applies to both consumable and bearer animals. However, PAS 41 only consumable plants but not bearer plants. Mais plant, annual crop, consumable, PAS 41. Mango tree, bearer plant, PAS number 16. Okay, agricultural activity, PAS 41 applies to biological asset. Agriculture produce government grant only when they are related to agricultural activity. And then if I said agricultural activity is the management by the entity of the biological transformation of the biological asset for sale into agricultural produce or into additional biological asset. Okay, if I said agricultural activity, ito yung mga changes, capability to change, living animals, plants are capable of biological transformation, management of change, management facilities, biological transformation by enhancing or at least stabilizing condition necessary for the process to take place. Harvesting from unmanaged sources is not agriculture activity. Example, ocean. Nag-harvest ka sa ocean, hindi po yan agriculture activity. Pero kung nag-harvest ka mismo sa fish pan, that is agriculture activity because you are the one who manage the fish pan. And the measurement of change, the change in quality, quantity brought about by biological transformation is measured and monitored as routine management function. When do we record? We record probable plus the control and can cost or per value can be measured reliably. Measurement, biological asset, initial measurement at per value less cost to sale, except if the initial measurement cannot determine yung per value, therefore at cost. At December 31 at per value less cost to sale. Yung agricultural produce, there is a rebuttable presumption na alam natin yung per value less cost to sale. Therefore, the agricultural produce shall be measured at per value less cost to sale at the point of harvest. And then after harvest, the measurement is apply pass number 2 or another applicable standard. Biological asset measured at cost, accumulated impairment if the fair value cannot be measured reliably. And then definition of fair value, definition of cost of sales, no? Cost to save do not include transport cost, advertising cost, income tax expense, interest expense, no? And then any changes in fair value, gain or loss, no? And then government grant, pag may condition, layab, pag walang condition, income, no? And then pag at cost siya outside sa ng scope ng PAS 41. Pero pag per barrels cost to say, sakop siya ng PAS 41, no? And then yung income should be amortized using the straight line method. And then we are encouraged to disclose consumable and bearer biological, mature and immature. And then we are also encouraged the breakdown of price change and physical change, no? Okay. Bubuksan ko yung Excel, no? Para makita nyo yung price change and physical. No? Last. Okay. Alam ko may Excel akong ginawa dito. Kaya pwede ko isend sa inyo mamaya. Nasaan siya? Ay, na-erase ko. Wait lang, kunin ko lang yung ano. Ay, naku. Wait lang. By next meeting, PPE tayo. Nasaan siya? Ayan. Ako naman. Saan ko naman? Wait lang tayo bumikas. Ayan. Okay, game. Okay, game. Past 41, agriculture is applicable to which of the following? Answer letter C. Living animals related to agriculture activity. Kasi agriculture produced after the point of harvest, outside sa scope na siya, inventory, better plant, PPE, unconditional grants, related measure at cost, past 20 siya, no? Kasi dapat per barrel less cost to save para maging past 41. Number 2, which of the following standard most likely applicable to agriculture produced after the point of harvest? Diba inventory? Answer is letter C. Number 3, past 41 applicable to which of the following? Okay, yung A, hindi, kasi land. Yung B, hindi, after point of harvest. Yung letter C, hindi, kasi better plan. Yung letter D, government grant na measured at per barrels cost to save under past 41. Number 4, ano daw dyan yung biological asset? Answer letter C, pig. Number 5, ano daw po dyan yung agricultural produce? Felled trees. Tapos yung felled trees, pwede na siyang gawing lumber or logs. Pag lumber logs, ano siya? Inventory. Felled as in felled, tumba, no? Bagsak, no? Okay, next. Number 6. Which of the following is considered as inventory? Answer T, no? Kasi yung A, B, and D, agriculture produce. Next, number 7, C. Number 8, A. Number 9, C. Number 10, A. Explain ko. Ayan, no? Mais plants, biological asset, wool, agriculture produce, processed foods, inventory, logs, inventory, trees in a timber plantation, biological, grapevines, bearer plant, PPE, cotton plants, biological asset, no? Pig fruit, agricultural produce, harvested latex, agricultural produce, roasted peanut, inventory. Which of the following is considered a better plant to be considered under pass number 16? Answer letter doon, oil palm. A, B, C are agri, ano siya, inventory. Oil palm, better plant. Number 12. Which of the following is considered agriculture activity? Answer floriculture. Yung fishing in the open seas, unmanaged ang open seas, illegal yan, hindi yan agriculture activity. Farming in the cell phone, check ko nga din. I just wondering kung talaga bang farming in the cellphone yan, no? Hindi ko alam kung type ko yan. Kaya nakakita yung farming in cellphone. Mhm. Mhm. Tama, farming in the cellphone. No? Wala yan, no? Pagpagod lang yung farming in the cellphone. And then, which of the following is past 41? Answer is letter C, fishing in the fish pan, because you are the one who managed the fish pan. Yung A, plan for display purposes is PPE. Yung B, animals used for vehicle, that is a PPE, no? For example, you have a dog, no? Where ang purpose ng dog is for breeding. And then, if I said breeding, magpalahiin, no? Ay, sumulat. For breeding, sumulat. For breeding, biological, kasi papalahi, no? Kasta, di ba? Alam yung kasta, kinakasta, di ba? Pero pag ang purpose ng house is guard house, no? Guard dog, no? Okay, PPE. Kaya, ano dyan yung biological, letter C, fishes in the fish pan being grown to be sold to consumers. Pero kung yung fish na yan is for display purposes, PPE po yan. No? Okay, next. Biological assets are measured initially at per barrel less cost to sale. Subsequent measurement at per barrel less cost to sale. Number 15, which of the following is most likely to an acceptable measurement for agricultural produce, no? Initial measurement at per barrel less cost to sale. Subsequent measurement, lower of cost and NRB. Number 16, ABC Company biological asset has per barrel less cost to sale of 100 and then 120 at the beginning and end of the period respectively. From 100 to 120 tumaas debit value and credit gain. Answer letter A, no? Government grant, pag may condition, liability, pero kung walang condition, income. During 20X1, ABC company received a piece of land from the government. The land shall be used for farming annual crop measured at fair value less cost to sale. As of December 31, ABC Company has not yet complied with the condition attached to the grant. No, not yet complied, no? Okay? Therefore, liability pa rin siya na debit, grant at fair value less cost to sale and credit liability. Okay. Disclosure, price change, physical change. Okay, discuss ko, no? Sa natin yung Excel. Okay. Ay, ayan. Okay. Kunyari, on January 1, meron kang per value less cost to sale ng bio na 100. And then, on December 31, meron kang per value less cost to sale na 180. Meron tayong gain na 80 due to changes in per value less cost to sale. For disclosure purposes, we will now compute the price change and physical change, no? Aalamin natin yung, okay, January 1 is old age, December 31 is new age. Sa gitna, December 31, old age. Assuming 150. From 100 to 150, increase by 50, and price change. From 150 to 180, increase by 30, and physical change, no? Price change plus physical change is equal to 80. That is 50 plus 30 is equal to 80. No? Again, from 100 to 180, increase by 80, and then we disclose the price change and physical change. The price change is 50, the physical change is 30. And then, in case may newly born tayo, yung newly born natin, yung debit value and credit gain. And then yung gain na yun, ang tawag po doon is physical change. Yung gain doon, ang tawag doon is physical change. Okay. Next. Let us now answer the problem. On January 1, 20x1, ABC Company has one one-year-old animal with a carrying amount of 1,000. On March 31, ABC Company acquired another animal aged 2.5 years old for 2,000. The per value less cost to sale of animal on this date. One animal was born on October 1, 20x1, and then the per value less cost to sale on October 1 is 500. Okay, meron tayong 3 groups of animal. Meron tayong old January 1, 1-year-old siya. Alamin natin yung December 31 na 1-year-old. Alamin natin yung December 31, 2-year-old na siya, no? Ang 1-year-old, ang per bar less cost to say 1,000. Ang December 31 ng 1-year-old, 1,200. And then ang December 31 ng 2-year-old, 2,400. From 1,000 to 2,400, tumaas ng 1,200. Ay, from 1,000 to 2,400, tumaas ng 1,400. And then yung breakdown niyan is ayan. Ayan. Price. And then physical. Okay. May price tayo ng 200. Ilang peraso yun? Isa. May physical tayo ng 1,200. Ilan yun? Isa. Kaya we have 200, 1,200. Total gain is 1/4. Correct. Kasi from 1,000 to 2,400, tumaas ng 1/4. And then yung breakdown is price and physical. Price and physical. Tapos, meron tayong bagong bili. Ilan tayo bumili? March 31. $2.25 siya. Magkano kaya December 31? Magkano kaya ang December 31? Ilang taon na siya? 3-year-old. March 31. 2,000. $8,000. And then 3,500. Na may price change tayo. 1,000 times 1. 1,500 times 1. 1,000. 1,500. Total of 2,500. From 2,000 to 3,500. Tumaas ng 2,500. Breakdown, price change, and physical change. No? Price change and physical change. Tapos, meron tayong baby. Ilan nagkaroon ng baby? October 1. Baby. December 31 na baby. Tapos, December 31, ilan taon na siya? 25. Baby on October 1 is 500. Baby on December 31, 600. And 0.25, 800. Okay. I-price tayo ng 100 times 1. May physical tayo na 200 times 1. Tapos yung paglabas pala ng baby, meron na tayo na physical. Kaya 500 times 1, total of 700. And total gain is 800. That is from 500 to 800, 300, plus 500, 800. Kaya magkano lahat ng price change? Meron tayong 200 plus 1,000. Pag may loss, ay pag may namatay, no? Either January 1 o December 31, loss na siya, mag-offset na lang siya doon sa gain, no, ng per barrel less cost to save. No? Kasi, simple lang yan, no? Kung may physical tayo na 1, 2, ang total gain, tingnan mo, may beginning tayo ng bio na 1,000. Bumili tayo 2,000. Paano ba dapat ang ending ng bio? Tingnan mo, ang ending ng bio, diba meron tayong old, isa lang kasi yan, diba? New, at saka baby. Tapos, iba-balancing figure natin ito. Balancing figure. Kaya nga, pag may namatay, automatically, offset mo na lang doon. Ano tayong gain? Balancing figure mo siya. Good po. 7. Check ko nga baka mali ako. 1, 2. 1 time. Hindi yung tingin ko. 2, 4. 8, 5. Every and total king, tama. 240 by 67. 37 lang ang gain. Parang may mali ako dito. One, two. Ay, ito. One time. Ay, ito kasi mali. Hindi kayo nagsabi. Ito, oh. 3,000 minus 500 lang. Kaya sobra ako ng 1,000. Ayan, o. Kaya, hindi na pwede siya balancing figure. Okay. Kaya nga pag may namatay, no, nandiyan na po yan, no. Kaya ang breakdown ng 6-7, yung old, new, baby, oh, total set. Okay. May question po ba? Send ko sa inyo. Send ko. Okay. May question po ba sa biological? May question po. May question?
Wala po, sir.
Next meeting, we will discuss PPE. Okay. Bye-bye.
Sir,
Hmm.
PPE po mauuna, hindi po ba investment?
Ano ba nakalagay sa timeline?
Sa handout po kasi after ng inventories investment eh.
Hindi, susundin ko na. Sa ano naman, sa par, ang susundin ko yung sa outline.
Sige po.
Sige, bye-bye. Kasi pagdating sa par, magkakakonektado sila.